stress, if you've got a state of stress, there's a problem, isn't it? Because if you're in a state of stress, the wrong things are being emphasized by your own body. If you're in a state of stress, if you're worried about something, you're going to be in a state of stress. Maybe not in physical stress, but just the body doesn't know the difference, apparently, between physical and mental stress. It causes the same chemical reactions in the body, and you make bad decisions, mentally bad decisions. So if you feel stress, too much stress when you're trading, you'll make bad decisions when you're stressed like that. So you've got to have that belief when you trade that you are on the right trade at the right price so that your stress level is now managed. If you feel that after, for example, a loss, all of a sudden you feel stressed, I can guarantee you'll be making a bad decision on your next trade, because the body is not set up to make you think properly. The body is set up for you to run or fight. You know, and that response is not the way you want to be attacking your trading. You want to be thinking about your trading inside of a process, well drilled, so that you're not being changed by the fight or flight response. And that idea of sympathetic and parasympathetic nerve system seems as if it can have a huge impact on your trading. If you do get stressed by a loss or two losses, you start trading in a different way because you're not thinking in the same manner. And you think you are, but you're simply not. The body doesn't allow you to. So you've got to go back to things like refocusing your attempts, or walking away from the screen for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, just to reset yourself, or simply doing things like smiling. Sounds like it's crazy, but it forces your body to recognize, what the hell are you smiling for? There's a bloody big lion chasing you down the road. Why are you smiling? Well, because obviously in that situation, it's slightly different. You shouldn't particularly be smiling. You should be focusing on running very, very quickly and getting away from it, right? But the point is that if you get to that stress level, you've got to do something. You've got to do something to break that command in your own body. And if you can start breaking that command, you can perform under stress. Me, I joke about everything. If you find me at a funeral, you'll probably think I'm very disrespectful because I joke about everything. I laugh, I carry on, I cause a bit of a commotion at funerals. It's just my way. It's what I do. If you were at my brother's funeral, you'd have killed yourself laughing, because we were crazy. We were having a carry-on, and we were having a laugh and a carry-on and a big joke. People think otherwise, looking in, that it's very disrespectful. I couldn't give a flying Castlemaine about whether they think it's disrespectful. It is just what it is. So one of the things that we look at is that when we trade, when we play sports, that pressure has to be managed. I'm this exact same thing about when I play golf. If I care too much about what somebody thinks, I'm going to do an air shot. You know what I mean? I'm going to do an air shot. It doesn't matter how much I focus. It doesn't matter how well drilled I am. I can almost guarantee either I'll completely miss the ball, or there will be a 1 foot long piece of turf going down the fairway instead of the ball, because I'm thinking about what other people might think if I do a terrible shot. The stress is now dominating my swing. I am going to screw up. I am going to screw up. And if you've got that in your head, you will screw up. There's nothing you can do about it except reset, smile, and recognize I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less what anybody thinks. I'm going to have a laugh. I'm going to have a laugh if I do that. I am going to show that I don't care. At least I'm here. At least I am here taking part. That's all that's important. So that's what we've got to try and get to when we're trading. We've got to have that response. We've got to have that ability to laugh when we lose. I'm not asking you to be good losers. I think good losers are people that lose an awful lot of times. What I'm asking you to be is less emotionally drained and less emotionally charged when you do lose. You know, I'm not a good loser at all. I hate losing. But if I lose when I've taken a probability proposition, I couldn't care less. I really couldn't care less. It's just something that you know is going to happen. So when you're trading, try and make sure that you're checking your own responses. You probably find that if somebody put a heart monitor to you, if you've got no losses at all, the first time you get close to pressing a button, your heart rate would probably be going up, depending upon how much of your capital you're committing and depending upon how good you are at trading, your heart rate might go up a lot. Well, that's because the different nerves are starting to take into place. The different systems, the different responses are starting to act on your emotional ability to make the right decision. So have a think about it when you're trading. How stressed are you getting? How upset are you getting? How upset do you feel? If you're getting and feeling upset, it's probably a bad idea. Probably a bad idea to start thinking about your next trade. So get yourself refocused and say, it's part of my game. I don't care. Let's crack on here. Let's crack on and try and find yourself that better place to make good decisions.